What's up, CCWs? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here with my last reel in the series that I've been doing on CCW's Rule of Life, and I'm a couple of days late, so I apologize. But friends, I've just really enjoyed sharing some quick thoughts around these four pillars: prayer, study, service, and today we're going to talk about wonder. I actually think this particular pillar of wonder is maybe like the pillar that informs all of the others. They kind of inform each other for sure. But this pillar, I just invite us to really lean in on because I think it's really essential. So I wanted to get my head around this idea of wonder. So I went to the dictionary and I looked up the definitions. And the definition that really jumped at me, first of all, wonder is an action word, it's a verb. And the definition that really got me was the one that said this: wonder is a desire or a curiosity to know something. And I just began to sort of ask this question, like, what would it be like if people who knew you, people who loved you, people who did life with you, if they said, no matter what's going on, that person, they go to wonder. They get curious about what's happening with them, with other people, and even with the world. And gosh, like, imagine what it would be like if that's what people said about you. The more I thought about this, the more I began to kind of wax a bit philosophical. And so I'm going to go there. I think you can handle it. But the person who is integrating wonder into their everyday life, not as an option or just maybe if I get time, but is really trying to integrate wonder and make wonder a rule for their life. This is a person that is choosing wonder over nihilism. Nihilism, big philosophical term, it essentially means that there's no meaning in this world. But choosing wonder as a rule for your life, you're going to keep pursuing meaning. You're going to trust that like life does actually matter, that our lives actually matter. It's not easy, but the person that's endeavoring to make wonder a rule for their life, they're going to choose wonder over nihilism. They're also going to choose wonder over cynicism. Again, big philosophical term that speaks to a low view of humanity, that humanity is ultimately selfish and not good. I get it. In the world we're living in right now, that is an easy sort of a way of sort of looking at it. But the person that is integrating wonder into their life is going to stay curious about people. It's going to continue to hope that people can be better, that we can be good to each other. And we'll get curious about the ways that we could create a world that might make that possible. This person is going to choose wonder over nihilism, wonder over cynicism. They're going to choose wonder over fatalism. This idea, big philosophical term, that we have no choices, that everything's predetermined. And again, when you're just sort of in that merry-go-round of life, it just feels like our choices don't really change things. But particularly for those of us who are on the journey of believing in Jesus, there is something about trusting Jesus, that Jesus, through our faith in Christ and the things that we do because of our faith in Christ, things can change. Our lives can get better. The world can get better. And it's not easy and it's never perfect, making wonder a rule for your life. But this, adding this, integrating wonder as a pillar and a rule for your life, I truly believe that this is what the world is looking for, that those are the kinds of people that God is calling us to be. And so these four pillars, prayer, study, service, and wonder, these four pillars, we in CCW, we are on a journey of making these, our rule of life, the pillars by which we build our lives. We're trying to integrate them into our everyday life. And that's the conversation that we'll keep having even as we go into the fall semester. And so we're just a few weeks away. Actually, Edward Waters University, welcome. You're in first week of classes already. We're waiting for you, UNF, JU, Flagler, FSCJ, St. John's River Community College. We're waiting for you to get back into the semester groove. But I'm super excited about the conversations that we're going to have this fall, and particularly the ways that we'll keep talking about these four pillars of prayer, study, service, and wonder. And so until I get to see you, friends, just know that you're deeply loved by God. Nothing can ever separate you from God's love. Love you, and we'll talk soon. See you, friends.